Does LeBron dominate the fashion game too? While LeBron is definitely still showing he's one of the best in the game on the court, some fans might not know about the many ways in which he's dominating off the court as well. Today, we're going to talk about how LeBron is one of the NBA's premier players when it comes to off-the-court fashion. Be sure to stay until the end to find out how he earned that reputation. And remember to subscribe for more NBA content. NBA players are no slouches when it comes to fashion, and guys like Russell Westbrook, James Harden, and LeBron have made waves in the fashion world with the outfits they wear before and after games. Fans often take notice of the elaborate and sometimes wacky fits players wear when they're walking down the tunnel toward their locker room before the game, and that increased attention has led to a proliferation of social media pages devoted solely to NBA fashion. LeBron may not always receive the most attention when it comes to his fashion choices, but he certainly deserves more than he's getting. Since he showed up to the historic 2003 NBA draft in a baggy, all-white suit, James has made headlines for the clothes he's wearing. As he grew older and earned more money from his NBA contracts that grew bigger and bigger, LeBron's style became more sophisticated. He showed up to award shows, dinner parties, and other public events in style, usually rocking colorful tailored suits or tuxedos. In the late 2010s, LeBron began to branch out a bit more, incorporating dark sunglasses into his fits and sometimes wearing a hat as well. He began to switch up his look, moving away from the typical suits and jackets and trying out vests and sweaters instead. Surprisingly, when he aired the now infamous The Decision
and joined the Miami Heat.
Broadcast on live TV to announce his signing with the Miami Heat, LeBron wore a regular plaid shirt and jeans. Perhaps he knew that his statement about free agency would be much more explosive than any outfit he could have possibly put on that day. During his time with the Heat, LeBron returned to the more subtle style of his early years, showing off sharp suits to match his teammates Chris Bosh and Dwayne Wade before and after their games. This reflected his mindset in Miami. The move to the Heat was simply a business one. He just made the decision so he could win some championships and leave the struggling Cavaliers behind. In the same way, he dressed in business-like attire. In Miami, he wasn't interested in messing around. Finally, over the years in which he moved back to Cleveland and then moved on to the Lakers, LeBron has entered into an experimental phase with his fashion. These days, you're just as likely to see him sporting a leather jacket or scarf than a regular old suit and tie. He's even gone further in his fashion exploration by wearing short-sleeve suits with shorts, comfy fits that almost look like pajamas, or vibrant dress shirts with abstract designs on them. LeBron hasn't received much criticism for his fits, which makes sense considering how little of an impact they actually have on his performance. However, there was one small controversy in which an ex-MLB player named Aubrey Huff criticized James for carrying a handbag as an accessory to his outfit, which was inspired by Australian fashion trends. Huff called him out on Twitter, saying, "Young men, this is not how a man is supposed to dress. Carrying a purse is not cool. I suppose dressing like this makes it easier to kneel." He added a hashtag that read, "emasculated." As you can imagine, many people on Twitter attacked Huff for his inappropriate comments about such an innocent fashion choice from LeBron. LeBron didn't respond to Huff, choosing to avoid stooping to his level or giving him any undeserved attention. Perhaps the most attention LeBron ever garnered for his fashion game was in the 2018 NBA Finals when he pulled up to Oracle Arena in Oakland wearing a shorts suit. Word got out as pictures made the rounds on social media, and fans soon learned that the fit was a tailored Tom Brown ensemble that cost more than $45,000. When you add in the price of the Audemars Piguet watch on LeBron's wrist, the price of his outfit rose to over $85,000. Speaking of watches, LeBron has made them a staple of his outfits over the years. While many athletes often stick with one brand due to contractual commitments or just personal preferences, LeBron has made it a point to try out many different kinds of watches. Some of the more well-known and high-quality watches he's been spotted wearing include the Patek Philippe Nautilus, the Richard Mille RM 1103, the Rolex Day-Date, and the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Offshore LeBron James, which was designed specifically for the NBA's biggest superstar. Of course, James is also known for his Nike shoe line, which is still one of the most popular lines of basketball shoes on the market today. Nike recently released some early sketches of the LeBron 18 shoe, which is destined to be a success considering the still stellar play of LeBron in the bubble. LeBron's array of sponsorships is massive, and he's receiving money from companies in almost every major industry. The luxury luggage brand Rimowa, Beats Electronics, Kia Motors, and Samsung are just a few of the companies that call themselves partners with him right now. All of these connections have just given LeBron more opportunities to expand his fashion game. These days, James is leading the charge for social justice and racial equality through fashion statements in the bubble in Orlando. Like the majority of the other players in Orlando, he's chosen to wear a shirt reading "Black Lives Matter" and kneel during the national anthem. While we may not get to see him walk down a tunnel before games, he will definitely be using his clothing to send messages during the rest of this shortened season. Given the current political climate, most fans will probably look to him to take a stand as the face of the league. Now, more than ever, fashion could play a crucial role in communicating difficult but necessary messages with basketball fans and anyone else tuning into the games or following LeBron on social media. Remember to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on content, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.